Hello, everyone. This is Eddie, your favorite vlogger. I also go by Edouard. Or when I was little, I lived in California in a Waldorf school, and we decided I would be called Edouard, which is so cute. And I wish that name for me made a comeback. That would be so amazing. Edouard. So you may call me like that. It's spelled Idooa. Edouard. Yeah, this is morning. I wanted to wake up early to make this video as I'm heading off to the gym to work my little desk job, my little, like little vibes of greeting people in, wishing them a great workout. So, mm, actually, my boss is a sweetie. This cup is from her. She'll give me presents. Like, she'll give her staff presents like 4 or 5 times a year: Easter, Halloween, Christmas, and she'll have all sorts of little decos and mood boards. When I started there, I had to learn that, we were, because this gym is exclusive to tenants of different offices, so workers, they can't really invite guests. And I had to learn all the different addresses and file them properly. So she would always be super patient and explain to me over again how it worked. And I just thought that's the nicest. I've never felt an inkling of stress of, being afraid of not doing the right thing, except that one time I lost the fob. But this morning it's her turn to be embarrassed because apparently she brought the keys, like the very important ones that we can't lose, because then we'd have to replace all the locks, and she put them in her lunchbox. So she texted me yesterday telling me that. So yes, it's getting to be a daily thing, this little flow of conscious. Hey. So the vibe I'm going for is ratchet chic. If you have any suggestions how I can dress or how I can talk or be or act that would fit the bill. If you don't know what ratchet is, it's sort of a classless hooker kind of vibe, but chic. So it's like La Flor de Mal. It's like the antithesis of itself, like a contrast between love and death, ratchet and chic. So I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is staying super healthy. It's always a challenge for me. Well, this is episode 3, to just fill the air when I'm just really improvising and kind of trying to find out what to talk about on the fly. But isn't that what we do in our everyday life when we have a conversation with someone? You never know what that other person is going to say and what you're going to have to adapt to. So maybe what I should do is just imagine that you're here with me in the room and that you're just very silent and that you seldom interrupt me, that you are poised and nice and kind. Um, So I'm having my coffee. This is like just a delicious moment in the day. It gives me energy. It gives me motivation. It gives me life. And I'm super hopeful for the winter. You know how it gets really dark and dank and gray? I'm sort of bracing myself for that and thinking, like, what are the powerful tools in my toolbox that I can use to withstand the poor weather and the lack of vitamin D? Maybe I can supplement the vitamin D with little um, pills of vitamin D, and to just give the best of myself to people. Like when you smile, it comes back tenfold. To just be that presence, try to be what people need, and then it can come back to me and help me push through. So with these, I was talking about like this little endeavor and how, the one take thing is a thing or then not. So that's kind of a nice freedom, is like I just watch it back, play it back, and see, oh, maybe I'll cut little parts and make it more dense, or then no, like I achieved my goal of not being overly simplistic and overly boring. Oh. It's nice to do this in the morning. I feel like my brain is like, like those little pills that are sponges, and then they turn into a car. Like you put them in your kid's bath. Mm. So that's my brain taking form gradually. This is actually really, I need to be doing this, and then I need to go to work. Like there's going to be about a 3-minute transition. I got another freaking flat tire. Like this is the seventh one. And then I noticed my water bottle holder on my bike was busted, and then the flat tire. And not only that, in dance class yesterday, somebody took my shoes. So yesterday was not my day. And I hope it doesn't carry over to today, because that would be the worst. Like literally the worst. I would not accept at all. This would not be a moment of acceptance. So I hope I get my shoes back, and then I'm getting really better at changing flat tires, which I think is ridiculously difficult for. I can't imagine having a car and trying, like my brother's learning to repair his car with the massive rains. He's delivery boy, and with the massive rains that they've had in Quebec, his car, he was stuck between puddles, and he had to get home, and his car got broken. Brand new used car. I don't know if that's a thing of brand new. And he repaired it recently. He's getting just better and better. He has a lot of friends that are going to come over and help him figure it out. He told me, because the transmission was broken, which involves gears. I think he was in the steps before checking all the gears, and it worked. But he said next time, if something similar is going on, that he would be able to do it himself. So maybe I should call him to come to Vancouver from Montreal to repair my flat tire. That would be great. Because again, like they just keep busting. Like 2 weeks later, I don't know what to do. I'm going to be heading out downtown by bus. This morning, right after this. Oh my god, this coffee. It's not delicious, but it's really good. It's like decent coffee. Mm. So I noticed in my video yesterday, the ASMR, like this little mic is wonderful, but it didn't really cut it for like me whispering. I knew this going in, that I have a cardioid mic that only works for Apple devices, so on my iPad. So I'm just trying to keep this like low commitment. Like I'm not planning on doing meta and like putting memes on the screen for your pleasure and your delight, just because I want to keep at it. And if I make it into a bigger commitment of time and energy, like I feel like I'm gonna quit, which is what I'm trying to avoid, to quit, right? It's not necessary. This is all about me. So you might think, oh, like I'm tuning into your show, like, thank you for, you're welcome. But really, this is therapy. Like, this is my therapy. I believe I can be my own best therapist for right now in this economy of emotions. So tell me what you think. Am I wrong? Should I get a proper therapist? Do you think I'm mentally ill? Yeah. So yeah, mine didn't work, and then it was really trippy too, because to see my mouth move, but you can't really hear a thing. I didn't think that was necessarily a bad thing. So that's my roomie. His door is just making the most noise, and we also have the trash collection moment here in the back alley in Mount Pleasant. So I suggest that we just move on at this point to our meditation. So I would like to kindly invite you, actually, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to kindly invite you to perhaps do this meditation today in a seated position. So make yourself comfortable. I want to quickly acknowledge these beautiful Musqueam unceded territories that I'm on, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, and show up for yourself. You may close your eyes, feeling the weight of your body on your chair, feeling the presence of you in this moment. Today, I want to encourage you to breathe into your belly. Try to breathe into this space under your belly button. And as you exhale, notice the air exiting that space under your belly button. Feeling your sits bones on the chair. Know that in this moment, you are safe. You can relax. Set an intention inside your mind, such as today is going to be a wonderful day, or today I will learn to embrace myself and think that I am good enough, or today I will live my life with laughter. Something along those lines. Relax your shoulders, relax your rib cage. Repeat that intention a few times. Breathing the moment. Often with meditations, you may be prompted to acknowledge your thoughts and let them go. But today you can simply acknowledge your thoughts. No need to let them go. You can lean into them, that internal monologue. Or no, whatever you choose. Try to notice your left shoulder. Try to imagine the distance between the top of your left shoulder and the bottom of your left earlobe. And what about the right shoulder? Does it feel higher or lower than the other? Or does it feel even? Notice if there's a space behind your neck. This is easier to notice when you're lying down on the floor. And if you were, would there be space behind your neck, or would it just rest on the floor? Notice if you've been sticking to your belly breath. Is it still in that pattern? The belly breath can serve as the antithesis of a nervous breath, which is all at the top, and which there's nothing wrong with, but doesn't relate to our favorite situations. This is perhaps one of the reasons the belly breath can be so relaxing. At the other end of the spectrum from a quick gasp for air, it is thoughtful, it is a deep breath. And now perhaps wiggle your fingers and your toes, your wrists and ankles. You can gradually open your eyes. Thank you for being part of this adventure. Please give me support in any way you can, thumbs ups, subscribing to the channel, and this actually makes a huge difference. So take care, and I'll see you again very soon.